In this video, I'll cover context and why it's important when you use an AI. When people talk day to day, we have context built in. What I mean by this is when you go to work, your boss says, go and pick up a box and move it over here. You know what the box looks like, probably, or you know what area they're referring to, and to move it over to Joe's table because Joe needs it for something that he's doing. But AI doesn't know it. Maybe the box is full of paper or full of hammers or whatever it is, and Joe needs it to do his work because it's important for this job because it's packaging for the hammers, and we know it as humans, but machines AI does not know that. So when you use AI, I recommend you to use more context from you probably think you should. And you can use pictures, videos, websites, databases, anything else you can think of. More is better in this way. But also, and remember, every time you start a new chat, it probably will forget. So you have to keep on uploading it. And this is where memory comes into play when you're using certain systems. That's why it's built in, so you don't have to reapply everything. And if you are using ChatGPT or Gemini or Claude, there is something called custom instructions. You can put your basic stuff in there and it will remember. And in ChatGPT, you can do that with projects to be even more precise. So like more narrow for your specific use case, but keep it broad enough for your account. It's just another way to keep it more organized for you. But so keep that in mind. And when you do like a web search, use a lot more context. What probably most people are using, like help me summarize this web page, or help me organize this thought, or rewrite this. It works. Don't get me wrong, it works. But like, help me reword this email to make it more professional, or fix the errors, or make it more friendly, or am I in the right context? Because I just sent an email just now, and I what I want to say, I got it to fix the errors, and I ask it, is this the appropriate response to this email? It said, you're on the right track, but here's some things that you may want to address. So I address them, and I hoping the person who reads it is going to be more, it's better written so they can answer the questions that I need answered so we can go forward, or I just need to move on to somewhere else. So that's one idea. And when you're working with AI, you can use something called deep research. It will pull in more context because it will, especially with ChatGPT, you ask it to do a report on a car that you're going to buy, let's say. It will ask you what kind of car you want, where you live, and like what kind of conditions do you probably be driving, so on and so forth. So that's something else to keep in mind when you're doing stuff like that. So anyway, that's the nut and bolts of what I was trying to say. If you like this content, please hit the like button. If you know anyone who wants to see this or needs to see this, please share it. If you're not a subscriber, please follow me for more content like this. And if you have any questions or comments, like more like what kind of context that you are not familiar with that you may want to get more clarification, you can leave there or ask any other questions or make a comment. And one was saying when you're looking at, maybe you don't know what you know what your end goal is, but you don't know how to get there. You can ask it, I'm looking to get this outcome. I don't know how you get here from get there using you. Help me craft a better question for you to act on. It should give you more. It will respond with questions like, "What are you looking for?" You answer the questions, and it will build more better response for what you're looking for. Anyway, that's the end of the video, and have a good night or a good day.